This winter off-season, 2024-25, winter scramble to get things done is in full swing. And I'm measuring wheels and tires, suspension, brakes, everything. 2 separate countries across the pond, 3 separate cars, 2 American domestic, 1 Japanese domestic, prepping before Christmas time. How far can we get? 2 Mustangs and an R34 Skyline, which I'm constantly measuring wheels and tires to get the proper fitment. And as of right now, I'm not really concerned with tire technology, the best tire for the track.
It's incredible how much the technology has come along in that regard.
I'd say Michelin at its best is, some of it's like witchcraft. If you get in a new Porsche GT3 RS now, the tyre they've developed for that probably has 4 compounds across it.
In some cases, the classic car governing body dictates what classic tires you can run, what size and brand. Now, there is some cool forgotten technology using thicker, fatter, beefier tires like the Formula One style that allow me to use less shock and be able to absorb vibrations within the chassis. We can get to this at a later date. This episode today is about wheel fitment. Do we want a 10-inch wide wheel so we can fit the fattest tires? Do we want a 7-inch wide wheel so we can fit average size race tires for our 65 Mustang? All we want to do today is fit thicker, fatter, wider tires in that wheel well of that 65 Mustang. And in this episode, 275 is that magic number, or should I say maximum wheel width number that we want to fit.
275, 50, 15s. We're going to fit it onto this car to see how well it matches up. The current size is a 235?
235, 60, 15 on these generic steel with a 4-inch back spacing D window, which enabled me to test these wheel and tire combos without breaking the bank. But now I need to test out this 275 wide tire, and this wheel won't work. So I need to use this wheel fit tool to put it up under this wheel well, which I've hollowed out mini tubbed, and the largest size they say can fit on the rear of this 65 Mustang is a 255. Well, let's see if that's actually true.
3.5-inch back spacing, 15-inch wheel, 8 inches wide. No, this is not. Ooh, look at that. Well, I've got some more back space to go. I can go 3-inch. Or is it 4? Is it 4-inch? Don't scratch up the wheel. Okay. Wow, look at this. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that works. Oh, no way. But what back spacing is that? Oh my God, this works. Like this. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Let's go on the other side of this. Look at that. That's a room we have, a 275. I think we can get this to work. Look at that. Now, I think we should probably, actually, that's what we'll do. I can almost fit a 275. I almost just want to run it. I just want to run it. I just want to run it. Now I know I need to compress this suspension, but I've got it set kind of high so I can load it in and out of the trailer. I don't know what you see in there. Oh, it is tight. It is so tight. But I kind of want to run it because it is so cool. I almost just say run it. All right, well, let's take it off and find out what the measurements are. Those tires are so fat. Man, they're cool though. All right, let's find out what the measurements are. 4 and a half. 4.5 inch back spacing. I mean, at least a 4 1/4. Oh my God. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to make of this.
Now, seeing how this car will be designed for road racing, I need to ensure that the front wheel and the rear wheel, if they are going to be offset, because I'm not quite sure if I'm going to run square sizes, 245, 45, 15, all the way around. Because I might run a 225, 45, 15 in the front, I need to ensure that the rear, if I am running a 275, 50, 15, that's a completely different tire size as far as radius is concerned. It almost gives it a hot rod look. So I have to do a little bit of calculations. I go to the tire calculator, tiresize.com, and I type in 225, 45, 15, 245, 40, 15. I ensure, I go over here to tire rack, and I got a 225, 45, 15 BFG, and I like BFG and Michelin because if they're making the tire sizes, it's a very common tire size, and it will probably be in the lineup for years to come versus being discontinued. That's my first option. 225, 45, 15, 245, 40, 15. It's pretty safe. And the tire size I'm looking at is the BFG, G-Force, 225, 45, 15. Actually, let's see if these tires are the same. Yeah, they are the same. Now, this 245, 40, I might go square with this. All 4 tires. So I typed it in 245, 40, 15, and then this 265, 40, 15, where I was able to get it in this Michelin Classic, because Michelin makes classic tire sizes too. And as an ex-employee of Michelin, I'd love to find out who the rep for these classic tire sizes are, what they're doing. Are they putting them on only race cars? Because just from the looks of it, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what Michelin's approach is. A lot of their performance tires are 17, 18, 19, 21-inch sizes. And when you start going back in time into the 15-inch tire sizes, that either put them in the BFGs, the BF Goodriches, or it seems like they're putting them in these classic car tire sizes. Michelin, reach out to me. The first set of sizes I'm looking at are offset front 225, 45, 15 with the rears being 245, 40, 15. And the brands are BFGs, 225, 45, 15, G-Force Rival, and the 245, 40, 15 G-Force Rival as well. And then they have the Hoosier A7s. Check, yep, they have them for both sizes, so we're covered when it comes to street and road course. The next set of sizes, 225, 45, 15, same front, and then we're increasing the width, 265, 40, 15s. Now these are the classic Michelins, TB5 Plus, which comes in a 265, 40, 15. It's kind of an expensive tire. And then the third set of sizes are that 245, 40, 15. You can get that size with a Hoosier A7 for autocross, and then you can also get it with the BFG G-Force Rival, which I might go to Superior Tire and order them. And then at the 275, 35, 15. Now these are the widest sizes I can do. 245, 40, 15 in the front, 275, 35, 15 in the rear. BFGs are Hoosiers in the front, and then the rears are those Hoosiers as well, 275, 35, 15s. Actually, that would be a really cool setup right there. And I can't seem to find any 275 road legal tires that will fit. In fact, the widest tire I can get for the rear are 245, 40, 15s, those BFGs. But if we are going to run that 275, 35, 15 Hoosier A7s, I just double check here the rim width range, and it looks like 9 inches is the minimum. So keep that in mind if we're going to be swapping out, even for that 245, that we're going to need to have at least a 9-inch wheel. Now, all right, before we head over to Summit to check some wheel sizes, let's check the rim width range for the smallest 225 size BFG, and it's 7 to 8.5. Now keep that in mind as we look for a wheel size that works for all, if not most, our tires. Cutting to the chase so I can finish this video off and move into the next video, which is 16-inch wheels. If I am going to do that, I don't know. I'm still up in the air. Anyways, it looks like for steel wheels, 15-inch, 4.5-inch back spacing. The only two sizes are 8-inch wide or 10-inch wide. So I think if I am going to do the 225 wide tire or a 245 wide tire, I'm going to have to go with 8-inch wide. And then if I decide to jump up to Ooh, you know what? Actually, 265. That's something I'm gonna look up. Ooh, I'll be right back. All right. Now, even if I'm running that 265 40 15 Michelin Classic tire, I'm going to need at a minimum a 9-inch wide wheel. So the 245 is good running an 8-inch wide wheel, but I'm going to need to upgrade to a 10-inch wheel. So yeah, I think 265 or 275 is out of the question for now because that will require an investment in wheels that I don't want to do as of yet.